torch has been passed to new generations. Each of us have to continue to feed the flames of peace, justice, and equity. It's no different than what people have always had in their hearts and minds for generations to come, generations before. But what I do believe and know is that we're in a different phase of the movement. The first phase, as Martin Father predicted, was for civil rights, and now we're standing for genuine equality. And in a lot of ways, it's a much harder phase, so we need all hands on deck. You know, we need all of the power that we can get. We need people speaking truth to power and continuing every single day to be architects of that beloved community, to carry the flame. The roar of the divine feminine can no longer be ignored, right? The magic in little black girls can no longer be overlooked, and the power of black women is no longer to be underestimated. One of the things that I was thinking about last year so much, I think that we as women and black women, we lived in this pressure cooker without even realizing it. And for a lot of people, when George Floyd took his last breath, we exhaled for the first time. And out of all of the signs that I saw last year, one of my favorites was when George Floyd called for his mama, all mothers were summoned. And to me, that's all women were summoned up to our best and our higher selves to look out for all of those that were coming that came before us and after us. This work is not about guilt, but it is about collective responsibility to each other. They were the architects. Even when you think about what happened in the Montgomery campaign, and it was mainly the women who, were the facilitators of the bus boycott initially. So throughout the civil rights movement, and I would say throughout all of modern American history, it always has been the courage and bravery of women. Martin's mother once said that we're the soul of the nation, and I absolutely believe that we're the soul and the backbone of this nation. When you even think about the fact every year we celebrate the King holiday and people, just sort of take that for granted, that was Coretta Scott King that she met with every member of the Senate and most members of the House of Representatives. She organized to get that done. But also what people don't realize is that she was an activist before she married Martin Luther King Jr. She was a peace activist, and in a lot of ways people believe and know that she helped shepherd in some ways his thinking. So women have always played such an important part of the freedom movement, and so we just have to continue to tell their stories. We have to seek those stories out, and we have to be the implicators of getting those stories out into the world. I love the fact of how bold and unapologetic, we're seeing, and I would say to them to continue to do that, and to continue to get involved, to know that you matter and your voices can be heard and that you have more power. I think a lot of people don't realize a lot of the times that the King legacy is not housed in one person or one individual. We are all heirs to that. It's a universal call to all of us, and to really know and understand that they have power, that they have magic, and to use that in any which way, in a very positive way that they can.
Oh, he's got everybody in his hand.